Today we've got a brand new F250 Super Duty Platinum Edition. This system comes with a Ford Sync 3 system, which is a really nice system that has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but being Australian spec there's no navigation. What we're going to be installing today is our camera on demand system. For this to be compatible, the vehicle must come with the factory 5 camera system. So that's the surround view camera system plus the cargo camera on the back of the vehicle, as you can see here. Now these cameras are awesome, but one of the limitations is that you can't view them while you're driving. As soon as you get to 10 kilometers an hour, they all switch off. And also, as you can see there, I've changed the camera view to the front camera function. But if I exit that and then want to go back into it, you can see it doesn't retain the last camera. It goes back to the factory bird's eye or 360 degree camera system. So our system that we're going to install is going to stop that from happening and allow the cameras to be viewed while in motion, and we're going to be using the aux camera input for our customer's Caravan Camera. So once we've installed it, we'll come back and show you all the functionality that this system provides. So we've completed the installation of our camera on demand system into the Ford Sync 3 of this F250 Super Duty. Now before we go into the enhancements this system makes to the cameras, I'd like to show you one other thing that this system assists with. Now normally when you're driving, things like your phone dial pad, your contacts, or your keyboard if you're using a navigation app like Google Maps or Waze are all blocked out. So not even your passenger can use these features while you're driving. This system will open those functions up and allow a passenger to use those features while driving. As we saw earlier in this video, without our system, if we would go back to the factory screen from here and go into our camera, it would show the factory 360 degree camera by default every time. But with this system installed, it remembers the last camera you were on and automatically goes back to that camera view. Another really cool feature of this system is if we go into our back camera and then exit out, now if we double tap the camera button, we can see we have our front camera shows up automatically. So now we have a double press activating the front camera. We can also change that view to the full screen view, and the next time we go in, it's going to remember that the front camera view was the one that we selected. Another great feature is if we put our left indicator on, it shows a left-hand view down the side of the car, which helps avoid blind spots. And we see it does it the same for the right-hand side when we put the right indicator on. Now, if this isn't a feature that you want, you can deactivate it at any time by long pressing the camera button for about 20 seconds or until you hear a beep. That will deactivate it, but you can always reactivate it by repeating that process if you wanted to. Going back into our camera system, we can see it's remembered our last view. We use the plug and play harness in the back of our vehicle to connect up our aux input. In this case, we're using it for a Caravan Camera. This is handy for when you're driving forward and you want to see what's happening on the road behind the caravan you're towing. And if we put the vehicle in reverse, we can also see that camera in reverse as well, which is handy when parking or reversing with a caravan. And if we go back out, it stays on the Caravan Camera. Another great feature is that you can see there's a trailer icon on the display now. And what this does is shows you down both sides of the car. And this helps you to see what's happening with the trailer. You can also zoom in to see a bit closer, or you can press this camera icon and see behind the vehicle. Pressing the trailer icon again will bring you back to the side view. You can also widen out the view to either side, as you can see. So it's a really handy feature to have when you're trying to maneuver a trailer or anything else you may be towing. And if we go back out, it returns to our reverse camera. Press the camera button and we're back to our factory screen. So that's how this system works. As I said before, it's a completely plug and play system behind the screen and a simple plug at the back of the vehicle to be able to access that auxiliary camera. There are also 3 other additional inputs available by request, and they can actually be triggered by the aux switches up on the overhead console. So in addition to the auxiliary camera that's available from the factory system, we can add and integrate an additional 3 camera inputs. So you might want to have a camera inside a horse float, for example, or maybe add a FLIR infrared camera. All of those things are possible and can be easily added to this system. So if you have any questions, please give us a call or visit our website, advancedice.com.au, and we'll happily answer any of your questions. Thanks for watching. Safe travels.